Hello, welcome to Preparing to Survive and Thrive Homesteading channel with Charlie V. So today we are going to go out and split the hive. What is that, you may ask? Well, that is when I separate the hive boxes. I have a hive with 3 large boxes that overwintered. And it's in the beginning of May. I need to get this done because if I don't, they may swarm. So let's pray that they don't. So let me get in my sexy bee soup. Yeah, bee suit, not soup. Bee suit, and we'll see how it goes. Now, warning, I am hurting a little bit, and I still have not found my microwave, so we'll see what happens, right? I'll see you in a few right out there. So I have one beehive that overwintered, and I'm going to actually try to split it. This is the second year it overwintered, and I am going to attempt to split it to see what I'm going to be checking for today, and if so, I will be seeing if there are eggs in each one of the deep boxes. Now, I'm hoping I can do this. I'm still in a lot of, still not walking completely right with the surgery on the foot. What you're seeing right here, that was actually a sugar patty fondant, and I'm going to pull that out, and that's what I was feeding them with. They ate apparently all the pollen. This was good. I have to just let this sit here. I forgot my knife, so I'm going to run over and get it and let you run because I have gloves on and they're hard to get on and off. Okay, so I'm back. Bees are kind of noisy. I'm hoping they didn't already swarm. But let's see what we have here. Wow. These guys are already making honey, I think, up here in this top box. This is a very strong, super strong hive. And they do not seem to be real happy with me already. Get a little smoke going here. Say smoke calms the bees down. I don't know, calms them down or scares the hell out of them, one of the two. I'm just hoping that they're not going to swarm, or they have not already swarmed since they are allowed. Now, I fed them the fondant, and I also fed them the, wow, I cannot believe there's honey in this, what you call it, which is fine. That's a good thing. If they have not swarmed, I'm surprised. I'll be really surprised, and because there's so much honey in here already. This may be a little fun because I'm still in somewhat bit of pain because of the foot surgery. Nope, they're not happy with me, but it's all right. I'm probably killing them. And that's a good 30 pounds. Okay. Let's just let them calm down a little bit. I'm wondering if they were laying eggs in the top there too. I'm going to check to make sure everything is nice, locked, and tight since there's so many bees in this hive. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get this one sit down over here, so when I want to go through it, I can. Nope. It's pissed off. I also need to check for queen cups. Now we have drone We have drone brood right here. And I'm going to take out this one if possible, and just add another frame to it when we go to change these things out. I'm going to bring you down a little bit further. This right here is some drone brood. They're not happy with me. Nope, 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 nope. But that's all right. We're doing good. My Lord. Definitely not as strong as I used to be. Plus I have funky glasses on because I want to be able to look at these. See if there's any eggs in any of these. So yes, I was hoping the bees would stay away from me because I put peppermint and rosemary oil on me. So far everybody seems to be happy somewhat. Let's see what we got going on here. Now, I'm not going to try to find the queen. I'm not going to do it. I just want to see if there's eggs and if we can actually start splitting the hives. I'm going to start from the middle one and attempt to pull up. Here we go. This is an amazingly strong hive. Okay, we've got everything in here. If you can see them, I'm going to try to zoom in. There's eggs, there's larvae. So, I'm going to let this one be by itself, I hope. I'm going to check the next one and go from there. And hopefully I'll have eggs in all of these guys. So much fun. This is an amazingly strong hive, like I said. I guess when they overwinter, they are really good, and they're strong, and they're raring to go. This might actually have a new queen in it. It is, there's some double laying going on here, but there is lots of larvae in here. This is in the second box up from the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and move it over and split it because there's definitely some eggs in there. So we can get this one. We'll end up with 2 hives at least this year. I love my ladies. I do, I do, I do. They're really amazing. And plus, without them, we're not going to get many strawberries or different things like that. Okay, I'm going to bring you down here to the store one that I just kind of set up. Hopefully you can see it. Got the picture of my old barn. Yeah, it's kind of a mess, but that's all right. Here we go. Now this one right over here, and hopefully you can see it. Well, this right here is going to, I have to replace that with a frame. So we have one. I'm going to do that right now, which should be fun as usual. I've already been stung once on the leg, or technically on my knee. But that's all right. It's a good thing. As soon as I find my knife, I'll be back over here to get that pulled out. Now I'm going to go ahead and put another box already up on this one since it's so strong. And hopefully, if there are queen cups, they'll be going where they're supposed to be going with the frames I'm moving. It's a little warm out here. Even though it's only probably about 70 degrees, it's just very muggy. It's supposed to rain. So I'm probably not really happy that I'm going to give it a whole new home. And these guys and gals will just have to deal with it. Okay. And this one is just a box of frames. And there's no wax, so they're going to have to build from the beginning. And yes, they are not happy. But this right here is where I will fill it up with the sugar water in July to keep these guys going really good. Yep, they're not real happy, but they'll have to just deal with it, I guess. That's all I can say. Okay, let me find the lid for this one. Maybe get them calmed down a little bit. Oops, I pulled it out and didn't put one in it. That was stupid. And they're very loud. Lots of honey in there. You can't go wrong there. Try not to pull out too many of these these frames, because I don't want to crush any of the bees or the queen. So if the queen travels with one of these other ones, that's all right too, because she'll be with our party and we'll go on from there. We're going to get this guy up and going, set up. Maybe calm them down a little bit over here. I hope you'll be able to see some of this. Like I said, it's very hard to film when you're the only one out here. There we go. Whew. Let's get a nice little breeze going. So there we go. So there will be my second hive. Let's see if I'm going to get a third one out of this. We're still buzzing around the head. Okay, let's go check out this other one. Whew. Yes, I am still wobbling and hobbling. That's okay, because we're going to get her done. Let's see here. Yes, you're going to get all kinds of views. I'm going to sit you right down here for right now. There we go. Let's check this one out. Now this was the third one. There's so many bees in here, I could have actually pulled out multiple boards or frames and went from there and just broke them down, but I don't want to cause the beehive any of them to get overstressed and not have enough bees. Yeah, we're still in the beginning of May. It's like the 8th. So this one's got honey. Okay. Oh, do we have eggs? Do we? Oh boy. They look like little grains of rice. Well, there's larva. More larva. More larva. I'm building this one out. Lots of food for these ladies, and that's a good thing. I'm going to check just to make sure with this one, to make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Pull up another one. If not, I'll pull one of those from the bottom frames and put it in this one and let them requeen. What they'll do is take one of the freshly laid eggs from their current queen and turn it into a makeshift queen. Ah, yes. I am seeing eggs. Yes. That's good. They're down here in the bottom. Hopefully I can get them blown up for you. But yes, this one will do too. Okay, there you go, ladies. You get to go start your own queen and everything. Or maybe the queen is already here, but we don't want these guys to swarm. There's lots of capped larvae in here too. Lots of honey, capped larvae. I'm gonna look at one more. Oh. More honey in this one. Boy, they've got them filled up. Lots of pollen in there. Wow, lots. Hey, I think we're good on this one. Let's just pray that they do have what I think I'm seeing. We can actually make it. I mentioned I put on some reading glasses with a 2.5 magnification so I can actually see what I'm looking at better. I think I already mentioned that, but there you have it. So I'm going to move this one over here and get it set up like I did the other one. Oh. Gotta watch that I don't step on all these little baby bees. No, they're not baby bees. I guess they're full grown, but yep. Their hives are going to be very noisy for the next couple days and probably slightly angry because I have taken them away from their queens and stuff like that. Dear God, this one has honey. I have lost a lot of strength since I have been sitting and not being able to do much because of the foot. But it's alright. You know what? I'm getting it done and I'm knocking over everything. Poor little babies. Okay, so this was the first hive. Now I've left the gray boxes all as the first hive so we know that it came from this one, the original one. It's going to end up with another gray box on it. That's just like the other ones. Yeah. So they will have fun filling this one up. was actually going to go through this at first and check for queen cups and things like that, but I am just not up for that quite yet. And yeah, we don't want to exhaust me where I end up dropping one of the hives, because that would not be fun. It would be very painful, because I'm sure the hive would get even with me. We're just going to let this guy sit here and let them finish filling up the honey if she does that. If not, that's all right. I'll take what I can get. If I get honey this year, I'll be amazed, especially considering what I did. I could literally bring this in now if I wanted to and take from it. They don't have it capped, at least not all of it, which is okay. We're good. I'll pull out one of them for you to see what I'm talking about. But they have been very busy filling up their hive. Uh-oh. Ouch, got me again. Damn it. Frick. Damn. Got me right up where they probably shouldn't have gotten me, but it's alright. We're going to shut this one up better. Yep, this one's the one that's is going to have most of the bees in it. So that's why I went ahead and left the honey super on here. It's actually called a medium. Come on, stop moving. There we go. So, this one's going to be like this. And if it starts, when I check them, if it starts getting really big here in June, I'll go ahead and add another box, but I don't think it's going to happen because, yeah, I already split it by 3s. I'm actually very happy. I'm glad I didn't wait, because they could have been a swarm situation if they haven't already swarmed and I just didn't catch them. Okay, so I find the other rock. I'm going to put that up there. Got one more rock to put up there. I'm going to take the fondant with me because they don't need it right now. And I'll just take it and use it later. This is what we have. That's the first hive. That's our good old one that we're splitting. Another one. That was the 3rd box, and that one was the 2nd box. So hopefully you can see what I'm pointing to. And we'll get back to this here in a bit. When I check them, I'll bring you along to just make sure. I forgot to show you the honey that I was showing you. It's not capped, but let me go ahead and do that. They're already PO'd at me. So you might as well just check them this way. They won't be too angry with me, because I've already been in here and I left everything. Or they're going to come out in vengeance. But here we go. Let's see. See if I can get one of these pulled up. They were really filling these guys up. I'm surprised that they did not finish the fondant. I'm only pulling one of these. At least I think I'm only pulling one. Okay. See, this is capped. The darker spots are capped, and then you see the glistening ones. That's just filled up with honey. This queen was, she's astounding. She's absolutely wonderful. I just looked in there. Don't have quite as much honey as I thought, so we'll definitely have to let this go for a little bit. If I get some, great. If I don't, I'm not going to stress it. I have some left from last year that I haven't even bottled. So I want more beehives. I want them to be strong, and this one is definitely strong. Like I said, she lasted 2 winters. And the first winter, I didn't even feed them. I was so surprised that she lasted because my foot was broke, and I really just figured there was so much honey that they could survive. And last winter, I felt guilty, so I went ahead and had my husband drop a pollen pack and a fondant pack in it. Okay, so here I go again. We're going to put them all away. I know this is a sucky video, more than likely, but it gives you something, at least, to see. And we're doing good. We are. See how loud they get here in a little bit. Plus, it's going to thunderstorm, and bees don't like it when they thunderstorm. So hopefully all these guys will get back in their house. I'll leave them alone and come back out in a little bit. Well, we split the hive. I actually took a few days to doctor up my bee stings and everything before I came out here to make the ending of this video, and I'm going to take you around and let you take a look at what I did and see that I actually have bees in all 3 hives at the moment. And then we'll talk a little bit more. Now, it is a little bit of a windy day, but this was our first one. This was their original hive. It still has the honey box on it. Hopefully you can see this. Sun's in my eyes, so it's kind of hard. And now right here, the one next to this was the beehive that was, it would have been the 3rd box. But it does have bees coming and going, just not as many. You can see them, I hope. It's down there, I swear, but just not quite as many. And this was the 2nd box, and it has a lot of bees coming in and out of it also. So what am I going to do next? So what I'm going to do next is pray that everybody survives. I'll be out here in 3 or 4 more weeks, I'm figuring, to actually look inside the hives to make sure that everybody ended up with a queen and the queen got mated. Yes, it is windy. And we just make sure that there are eggs in there. So maybe even some brood if we're really lucky. But there you go. And remember, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. And Charlie B signing out. I'll be talking with you soon.